If you've ever wondered how to create powerful, insightful Jira reports to track your team's progress and share results, you're in the right place. In this full guide for 2025, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to create tailored Jira reports that actually make sense, even if you're new to Jira or still getting the hang of its latest updates. By the end, you'll know not just how to generate reports, but how to customize them so they actually answer the questions you or your stakeholders care about. Let's get started. First things first, open up your Jira workspace. Everything we need will happen here, so you don't have to go hunting for complicated plugins or external tools. Now, in your space, look for the Reports section. This is typically located in the side navigation bar or sometimes under the Projects menu, depending on how your Jira instance is customized. If you're not seeing it immediately, take a moment to scan the sidebar. Sometimes it's tucked behind a dropdown. Don't worry, it's a common spot for people to get tripped up, but once you know where to look, you'll always find it. Once you click on Reports, you'll arrive at a page or panel showcasing a whole list of report templates. Now, this is where Jira really starts to shine. You'll see options like Burn-Up Chart, Burn-Down Chart, Velocity Report, Sprint Report, and several others. Each one tells a different story about your project, so take a moment to hover over or click into the available templates. If you're not sure which one to pick, think about what you're trying to answer. Are you tracking sprint progress, reviewing completed versus remaining work, or maybe you need to understand how issues are flowing through your team? For instance, if your manager wants to see how fast issues are being resolved, a control chart might be your best bet. It's totally okay to preview a few templates before deciding. This helps you get a feel for what kind of data each report surfaces. After you've selected a report template, it's time to make it your own. Here's where you configure the report to fit your actual workflow or reporting needs. You'll usually see options to choose the specific project, sprint, date range, or even types of issues you want included. Really take your time here. Choosing the right filters is like telling Jira exactly what story you want to tell with your data. For example, if you're looking at a sprint report, you might want to include only open issues, or perhaps compare multiple sprints to spot improvement patterns. Don't hesitate to try out different settings and see how the report updates. Jira lets you preview results before finalizing, so you get instant feedback. If something doesn't look right, double-check your filters, or even select a smaller date range to zoom in on a particular period. This step is important because a report is only as good as the questions it answers. Configuring it properly helps avoid information overload and keeps your insights actionable rather than overwhelming. And there you go. Once your report looks good, you can share it with your team, export it, or even schedule regular updates depending on your Jira plan. Remember, creating reports in Jira isn't just about churning out statistics. It's about empowering your team with real visibility so everyone can make better decisions. Thanks for watching. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button. And let me know in the comments what kind of Jira reports you use most, or if you ran into any tricky steps. And if you want to master more Jira features or other productivity tools, make sure to subscribe so you never miss the next tutorial. See you in the next one.